That's going to be hard to follow up. I'll tell you that. Great job, John. Well, first of all, on behalf of Peggy and I and our family, I too would like to thank everybody for being here tonight. We really appreciate it. I know a lot of you came quite a ways to be here, and it's just good to have everyone together on this special celebration of Leah and Jake. Well, it doesn't seem long ago I was in the same situation. Alex, Curtis. One would think this would get easier. I can argue that, honestly. But what is easy is seeing these two together. It's certainly a day we've been looking forward to for quite some time. Leah, Mom and I want you to know how proud we are of you for the path you've taken to get to this point. I gotta look at you guys. For the path you've taken to get to this point in your life. We're proud of the determination, the hard work you've put in. We're proud of the discipline and patience you've shown. You're an extremely talented and creative, not to mention beautiful, young lady. You have so much going for yourself. All of these talents, all of these qualities that I just mentioned are going to take you a long way in life. I really respect you, not just for those qualities, but for all the work you put in and the special touch you put on this day. I mean, that table back there in the corner has got your name on it. And that took a lot, but that's who you are. It doesn't surprise me one bit. Jake, you've been an absolute pleasure to have around. From the first introduction, it didn't take us long to figure out that you two were good for each other. John and Jennifer, you raised a fine young man, and we are very proud to have him officially a member of our family, our big family. Jake, if it's any indication of what we think of you or what we thought of you, about a year ago when you approached Peggy and I about your plan to marry Leah, I think the first sentence came out of my mouth was, Jake, I think that'd be a great idea. And I think the second sentence, half jokingly, half not, was something along the lines of, what's taking you so long? I think you remember that. We do appreciate you asking us, by the way. There was never a question. I got to tell a quick story here. This story has some relevance. It's not directly about you, but we're getting there. We'll get there, okay? This actually took place, Leah, your senior year in high school during one of your basketball games. I had the opportunity that night to visit with an older gentleman from Superior by the name of Bill Hill. Those of you from Superior remember Bill well. He was a good friend of my father's growing up in Superior. I believe, if I was told right, he was in my parents' wedding. Great guy. But anyway, I took the opportunity that night to sit down and visit with him. And as we were talking, he said something to me that I'll always remember. He said, he looked at me and he asked me the question. He said, Andy, how many girls do you have? I said, well, Bill, Peggy and I, we've got 5 daughters and 1 son. At that moment, he looked at me and he said, oh, Andy, don't worry, the boys will come. The boys will come. Now, I'll be the first to admit, I'm a little slow to catch on sometimes. Peggy, quit nodding your head. But I thought to myself, like, gee, Bill, Peggy and I've got 6 kids. I think we're pretty happy with the 6 we have. I can't see us continuing here. Well, I don't know about you guys, but I don't think that's what Bill meant by what he said. He'd been around a long time. I think he had 3 daughters of his own. I think he knew what he was talking about. Well, Jake, I can tell you this. If the boys keep coming like you, I don't want to leave out Nolan or Curtis. If the boys keep coming like you guys, I'm going to be one very fortunate dad. And our family's going to have a lot to look forward to. Lastly, like I said, this isn't easy. Something my mom once said to me. I'll always remember this. She said, that Leah, she's just full of love. Well, she would be pleased as we all are here tonight that you have a wonderful young man in Jake to share that love with for a lifetime. With that, let's all raise our glasses as a toast to Leah, Jake, a lifetime of faith, love, and happiness. Cheers. We love you guys. You mean the world to us.